welcome to Sunny Day Podcast.
Welcome.
Nashville edition.
That's a good one.
Yeah, you like that?
Yeah.
Yeah. You're going to have, the next several are going to be Nashville editions. Oh, man. Well, how you doing today?
I'm a little tired right now.
Yeah, this took us forever,
I feel like
to set up.
my brain's been, but I've done a lot of work today, phone calls, emails. So
Then
I'm
you
a
had to
little,
take care of me.
Yeah, and then I forgot to eat, and then I ate, and then I ate too fast, and then you yelled at me a little while we were setting up. So
Were we? Yeah.
Oh, but it's okay.
I did, just for the record, I did not yell.
You raised your voice. It was loud.
You and your
It's
daddy
okay.
issues. It's okay. Most women have them, right?
It's really rude.
Oh, God. I loved it, though. I'm glad I said it.
If it didn't take us so long to set up, I'd make you cut that and start over.
I'm glad I said it. Okay, anyway. Ooh, it's been a while since we've done one of these.
Yes.
So we might suck at it. Not that we were ever really good at it. But I did think we were starting to get the hang of it. But yeah, we're in Nashville.
Yeah. So how are you feeling today?
You know, I've been telling people they're like, oh, you know, everybody's the same question. How you doing? Which I understand.
Mm-hmm.
But the moment I say I'm feeling a little better, then they're like, you're good, right? You're good.
Yeah.
And I don't care what people think necessarily. I just don't want to put out there that I'm good, because I am nowhere near good. But I do feel like since day 29, 30, which we're not far past that. I think today's 32.
Yes.
And so I have gotten incrementally better. So what I mean by that, just in case I'm saying it wrong, I'm getting slightly better each day. But say this is normal, healthy Colton, and say this is cancer Colton, I'm probably right here, you know?
Right.
So
and I think it's your visuals are good, because I think what people don't understand is when you went through your induction chemo and the transplant itself, like you said, this is cancer Colton, cancer Colton that people have known, right?
Yeah.
And then you kind of go in the negative after that.
So
And so you're like a regular cancer Colton, I feel like right now.
Right. That's a great.
Or should we say chemo Colton? Because we're not.
I don't have
cancer's
cancer
gone.
no more. Yeah, let's go.
Cancer's gone.
Yeah, I think that that's a good way of putting it, because this chemo, and I didn't know this at first. It is one of my understanding. Don't at me if I'm wrong, but this is doctors telling me this is the most intense chemo that I think they can give anybody.
Right.
Because what it does is kills the bone marrow, all of it. And if we would not have replaced it with the new stem cells from Reese, I would have died.
That's what one of them said, but
I looked it up. It's a fact.
Oh, okay.
You know, so I asked, several doctors told me the same thing. So if I would have done the ablative conditioning, is what they call it, ablative chemo, and just tried to go live life, I would die. So that you have to supplement something at that point.
Yeah.
And Reese, his donor cells were the supplement. And so, you know, at first I was like, man, I'm not really feeling anything. And then it nailed me, you know, which we're going to get into it, but it's been rough. Right now, I feel pretty nauseous, but I'm nauseous kind of all the time. And then just really winded and.
Yeah. I think we're going to have lots of good things we can touch on that might help answer some of those questions just over the last 30 days, your experience.
Yeah. I would definitely like to, just for people's sake, I think this is a good way for us to get that information out there. Of I tried to post every day, you know, and I got to the point where I couldn't. We're going to get into it. And I'm going to be super clear about it. I'm going to be very transparent about my experience so far. But yeah, I think we need to get into Would You Rather.
Okay. I came up with both of these.
On your own?
All by myself. I'm very proud of it. I feel like it's relevant to your situation.
Yeah.
And I feel like you've experienced or done all of these. Not, you'll see. Okay. Anyways, first, would you rather question. Would you rather be sweaty for the rest of your life or itchy for the rest of your life? Both things you've experienced to the extreme, I feel like.
Somebody asked me something similar to this recently.
Oh, no. Did they really?
I think they said, would I want to be sticky or itchy?
Aw.
Maybe Casey, but that's fine. It's easy.
Oh, no. Did he really?
Yeah, I'm going to say...
I'm sorry. Well, I said sweaty or itchy. So now you get to pick again.
Let's see. Because that's kind of hard. I hate an itch.
Yeah.
But people might be...
I have an itch right now.
Like you could still like find a wife or something being itchy. But like... If you're sweaty all the time, you're going to be lonely.
But you've been pretty sweaty these last 30 days.
But...
Look, I have an itch right now.
Right, get it.
Thanks.
I'm going to have to go itchy. I just think itchy is the only real move for me there. You know, I don't mind a good sweat. I like sweating, but all the time, no.
Well, I'm sorry. I would rather... I know, you never let me answer.
I'm sorry. All right, go ahead.
I'm sorry, but I would rather be sweaty.
I thought you said you wanted to be itchy.
No, I said I have an itch right now.
Oh, okay. Go ahead. So
I would rather be sweaty. You're going to have to put up with sweaty, Courtney.
Well, you're pretty enough. You probably could get away with it.
You're sweet.
See, made up for it. Would you rather?
All right, second one. I really think that you're going to like this one. Okay. Would you rather eat chocolate pudding for 30 days or strawberry jello for 30 days?
That's what I've been doing.
So you had both.
Chocolate pudding. That's the easy one. Yeah, I
Yeah.
think so. The jello is just doesn't do anything for me.
I would love to just have the strawberry jello.
Really?
Did you I put strawberry jello?
It was all right.
I liked it, the strawberry jello.
Yeah, I'm going chocolate pudding. Okay, chocolate pudding.
And something really funny is so for the majority of time, it was like 14 days you were in the hospital. He pretty much could not eat anything except like the last like 2 days.
I got like little.
And it was like minimal like food the last couple days, enough for them to send him home. But like they bring you these trays, 3 meals a day. They have to bring them to you. And first of all, like the main course is not anything really you're going to want to eat. But then they bring you puddings and jellos too. And I was just like, I feel so bad just chunking these jellos. And so we were hoarding the jellos and puddings. And it got so ridiculous that
I had to quit.
Yeah, well, yeah. And then people were like, well, do you want to add this to your collection? Like the nurses,
we didn't even
they would open the fridge and it was just packed full of puddings and jellos. And then we ended up tossing them.
Yeah,
we just didn't have anything. Well, we didn't have any room, like anywhere to put them either. You collect a lot when you stay to the hospital for 14 days.
It was so unexpected. I mean, speaking of that, it was, I got mucositis. Anybody who knows, I think it's a good acquiesce to talk about it. And it's where I'm trying to think of a better way to explain it, but you basically get sores.
It's like an extreme strep throat.
Yes, extreme.
Like extreme. Like not like, think of the worst strep throat you've ever had. Not just a sore throat, because people were saying that. They were like, it's the worst sore throat you've ever endured. And so when they were saying that, I was thinking like,
I can do that.
I was like, oh, so like really bad strep throat.
That's way worse.
And just from what I saw, I feel like it was strep throat like times 100.
Yeah, I feel like I have a pretty decent pain tolerance. I'm not saying.
Oh, yeah. And it came on you so quick. Like, I think you made an update and you were like, yeah, my mouth's a little sore, but
and then boom.
I'm okay. And then that same night, we're talking 4 hours later, you were in severe pain and
like I couldn't really talk. I couldn't swallow. It was bad. So my experience was it started here in this part of the throat and my tongue.
So your throat
glands.
For people who are listening.
Yeah, sorry. Yeah, my throat, this little gland area, swelled up so bad. Like, kind of scared. I was actually scared that it was going to swell shut for a minute there.
Yeah, you kept going, is my throat closing up? And I was looking at it and I was like, it is swollen.
It's bad.
And but I can see like you have enough room to breathe. Yeah. But yeah, at that point you didn't have sores either.
I was in agony. I mean, it was like.
No, that's the only word that you were in agony.
So they give you a number to call if you at any time, like if you feel like you need to just ask a question or if you're running a fever or anything like that. And Yeah, we called the number and they're like, yeah, you got to get in here. So it was like midnight, 1 o'clock.
Yeah. And well, they also were like, you know, if you have fevers or whatever, but then they give you a paper that tells you call for these things. And it even said like severe pain on there. And we were like, should we call? Should we use the number?
No way
like, is this? And then I saw it said severe pain. I was like, it says severe pain. Like, we're calling.
There's no, like, again, I'm not some Billy but I'm saying my pain tolerance is pretty good. Like, for me to be like throwing in the towel, you know, means something rough is going on. And so we went to the hospital.
It was like close to like 2 a.m.
by the time we got there, wasn't it?
Yeah.
They're like, okay, let's talk about your pain. We're going to give you, they gave me like couple oxycodone maybe.
Yeah, we got to pause for a second because I have to tell people that I drove to the hospital, right? And I'm like, okay, I'm going to drop you off at the emergency entrance because at that point, like, that's the only entrance I think that you can go into it that late.
Right.
And I'm like, I'm going to drop you off, just walk. And he's like, I'm scared I'm not going to be able to find it. Like, I don't want to go alone. Yeah. But then he was like, but I don't want you to out here walking by yourself because the garage across the street's closed. So it's a bit of a walk.
Yeah.
And I was like, I'm fine. Like, you know, it's okay. Like, I can make it. You know, I'll stab someone, JK. But
I don't know. I have my buttons ready. What's the button? That was the one I was going to do.
Which one is? I forgot what it sounds like. Oh no!
Okay, yeah, my bad. It's supposed to be that one.
Okay,
that's great.
And I'm like, we have bags and pillows, and I was like, no, I'm dropping you off here, and you're like. You can't talk and you're like, no, I'm not letting you walk alone.
No, I'm not.
So this man is in agony. Like, when he's saying he's got a good pain tolerance, he is in agony. I have his big old duffel bag and he's carrying his backpack, but I know he's hurting so bad. And our walk was probably almost a good 7 minutes.
Yeah.
And then we finally get into the hospital and then we get lost and like someone's in there fighting with a security guard. And we're just like, what in the world? And we finally get in the right place. But all that to say, he does have a really high pain tolerance. And I cannot believe that you walk that far and that much pain.
I wasn't gonna let you walk because there was homeless people and stuff out there. Like,
but also, like, what were you gonna do? Like, if they all it would have taken somebody like punch you in the face, and then you'd have just been out.
I don't know. I think that it's just, you know, I'm still your husband. I'm still got to take care of you.
Well, you did a good job.
Yeah, I think that was probably.
I did fuss at him though. I was like, "You're never doing this again.
Next
time you're listening."
She yelled at me a little bit. That's all right, though. I'm not mad at her. I get it, you know.
I got to take care of you.
We got in there.
Yeah.
And, I mean, because this is a little important to the rest of it. Got in there, you know, they assessed me. They're like, okay, yeah, he's hurting. It's pretty bad.
Oh, guys, like, I don't, like, it's hard to, sorry, I keep interrupting you, but I don't think that, like, he was in agony. Like, he was literally moaning, like, in pain. Like,
I got it really
in
bad.
agony.
Like, it's just nonstop. There was no relief. It wasn't like, oh, it hurts now. It went away. It, you know, it was bad. And so they gave me the pain pills, like I told you, and it didn't. They may even give it. No, it didn't do anything. Then the doctor came in and was like, "Okay, we're going to talk about giving you a pain pump because you know nothing we're doing is really relieving the pain. And you know, if we're being honest, you're just getting started. You know, with this whole thing, it's probably going to get worse." And I was like, "Whatever you got to do." So you know, time goes on. I want to say it was now.
It was probably like
the next day.
It was probably about 5 a.m. Like, and because they were getting, like, they had given you pain.
Shift change was coming.
Yeah, they were giving you pain medication, and then they were like, "Look, shift change is coming, so we have to, whatever." They said they had to wait till the new people got there because of the timeline.
And the main transplant doctor, they wanted his approval, I think.
And
Dr. Kasim, I think they wanted, because he's the one that ultimately got me going.
Okay. Yeah, I'll be honest with you, I don't remember
blurry
who it was. Yeah. But I mean, they also like didn't have a long-term room available for you. And the room was probably like the size of a closet, legit.
It was little. No shower.
But we were like, there was. Wait, no, there wasn't. Yeah. There was a toilet. That's what it was. That's all there was. But But yeah, we were like, I guess if this is what we got to do. We thought we were going to be in that room hunkering down. But yeah, as soon as they hooked you up to that medicine,
I felt it really.
And he goes, he'd breathe really heavy. And he was like, oh. Yeah. And he was like, kind of like, because his mouth hurt so bad, it hurt to swallow. So and also it made your saliva glands
overproduce, I guess they said.
And you just sighed and you're like, oh, thank you, Jesus.
It was bad. I could feel immediately, because they gave me some hardcore stuff. They gave me Dilaudid, I guess is what it was. So they gave me a consistent level, but then they gave me a one that I could push for emergency. Like, hey, I'm hurting more so. So I was getting a pretty heavy dose for. I think I was on it for about 7 days. Does that sound right? Mm-mm.
You were on it way longer, I think.
I'd have to. Yeah, it was a long time.
Yeah, you were on it way longer.
Was it 2 weeks? No.
You were in the hospital you went home the 14th today.
Okay, so yeah. I guess I was on it for 2 weeks, and that the reason that's relevant to the conversation is we find, I'm in bad shape. Mucositis is, no matter what's kicking my butt, I'm not eating. That's where I'm getting 7 days from. I did it. I just know I didn't eat for a long time. Was it 7 days or about 14 days I didn't eat food?
I'm pretty sure you were in the hospital for. We can go back.
We'll go back and look. We're in the ballpark. This is how bad it is. It was a blur. I mean, I'm serious, because I was still in pain. And what we ended up doing, once we got the Dilaudid going, I was able to function a bit more, but I wasn't eating. I couldn't eat, because what it did is now it started drifting down my esophagus and getting to my stomach area, the mucositis. And so, okay, my tongue pain and mouth pain went away after, however much time. But then now I can't swallow anything solid, no solid foods. And, pudding and stuff, they're not getting it. That ain't enough. So they put me on nutrition through a IV, which all this has kind of led up to why I'm in such bad shape right now. So we fought through that. My white cell count started coming up, which is a key indicator that your mucositis is going to start healing, pretty fast. And so white cells came up. I'm, starting to heal. And I'm starting to feel decent enough to maybe start getting some soup down, starting to get some pudding down and everything. But when I finally get where it's like, I can eat a little bit, like she said, I was probably the bare minimum. We had like macaroni and things like, noodles saved my life, it seems, mashed potatoes.
I just looked it up, by the way. It looks like June 28th. And then, let's see. Keep going.
Okay. Yeah. So I was able to eat enough, but we had to get off the pain pump. And I was like, I don't want to. First of all, the Dilaudid made me feel bad when if I was to hit the button, the sensation it gave me was really ugly. Like, I hated it. Like, this is not a knock on anybody, but I don't see how somebody could be addicted to it. Or I guess if you were in chronic pain all the time, I could see how maybe that would, transfer. But yeah. I did not like the way it felt. And I would have to make sure I'm laying back, eyes closed, and not move, because it would just send a odd sensation up my back, my neck, and through my head. And I was just like, oh, I hated it. But it did help with the pain, so I had to use it. But anyway, I had to come off the nutrition. I need to get off the pain pump. Well, I started eating a little bit, so they're like, we're pulling the nutrition. And then the pain pump, they're like, we're gonna just leave you the button and take off the constant amount that we're feeding.
Continuous,
yes. Mm-hmm. And I was like, okay, well, I didn't use it. I used it twice in one day. And one of them was, I could have probably done without, but it was hurting a little bit. And so I was like, mm-hmm. They're like, oh, you haven't been using it. I mean, why? Yeah, let's just take you off everything.
Yeah.
And it didn't occur to anybody that would give me withdrawals.
Well, I think part of it too was that they were like, oh yeah, you really haven't had strong and much pain medication before this.
Right.
And I think because they thought you were taller and a little bigger, that it maybe not, that got brought up.
They kind of admitted that it didn't cross their mind.
Yeah.
which, whatever. But it gave, so the first night without, I had the worst sensation, sweating, just hot. I was getting hot flashes, cold. I was withdrawals from not having the Dilaudid.
Which I had read that it's like actually like one of the, I guess you can still have withdrawals even if it's not like an addictive type medication. Because I was reading that it's, I guess, I don't know, it's Google, but it's one of the ones that you can get like the least medication to get addicted to, but I guess you can have withdrawals from anything, even if you, does that make sense?
Yeah. But I don't know enough like about that stuff. But I know I had some withdrawals. And as a matter of fact, what their solution was to start giving me some oxycodone and taper me off. I'm pretty much tapered off now, but it made me really sick. For I'd say like a week, it made me sick. Doesn't sound like a long time, but it is a long time when you're also dealing with like chemo side effects.
Yeah.
And, everything. So yeah.
It was 13 days, by the way.
13 days.
I counted.
So 13 days on Dilaudid, and then probably.
I was thinking 14 because that night is when you started feeling bad.
Yeah.
And then you went in the next day, like, like we said, 2 a.m.
Yeah.
So technically it was 13 days. Yeah.
Yeah. So the mucositis healed up enough. We came up with a game plan. They took me off the nutrition, but, they sent me home finally. And then I didn't talk about this, and I think I should, is I also got a bladder virus. Is it a virus?
Yes, it's called BK virus.
Yeah.
And it lays dormant in the majority of people. Like we all have it, but not all of us, but the majority of people have it. And it lays dormant, and our immune system is strong enough to fight it off and keep it at bay and kind of keep it in like a remission state. But because he had chemo, and on top of that, he's also on immunosuppressants to even out what, the transplant, he doesn't want his immune system that was left behind to try to,
and they want to, it'd be like, you don't want to turn on a fire hydrant to water your garden. So what they try to do is trickle it a little bit. Mm-hmm. So they take me off the immunosuppressant slowly to allow Reese's stem cells to slowly kind of get in there, and do their thing, because it would just cause mass chaos.
Yeah. Which that's still like happening. That's not, he'll be on immunosuppressants. Yeah.
But the BK virus, let me tell you what.
Yeah. So that
was like, I'm going to tell you, the mucositis was terrible. I want to say the BK virus was as equally terrible. I mean, it was like, and just to be transparent, when you feel like you have to pee, right? It's like a UTI. A UTI, right? You like, I got to pee all the time. There's that. But once you try to pee, which they've got you in fluids, so you're going to pee, it is like the most excruciating pain. Like another one of those. In bed, like I'm pretty private when it comes to like using the bathroom and anything like that. I don't want to be sitting on the pot and my wife see me. You people out there that poop in front of your wives and husbands, y'all are nasty. You're just nasty, okay? Because I find it disgusting. But when I had that BK, we didn't know what it was. Again, it happened kind of overnight. Like
came on very quickly.
We knew, and it's going to sound kind of gross, but whatever. I had to pee in a jug, so I keep a jug by the bed.
Because it was.
Well, you also are supposed to keep up with your in and out. Like that is part of the problem. But I was having a problem I couldn't get to the toilet in time. So I was like, we got to come up with another plan. And like when poor Courtney, when at first she didn't understand the severeness of the situation. I was like, Courtney, I'm having a hard time holding my pee. No, she didn't do that.
That is not true.
But she's like, okay. So I'll be like, Courtney, I got to pee. Like it would hit you that fast. And then she'd be like, okay, I'm coming.
I was not. I was like, okay. And then I'd put my phone down and and he's like, no, right now.
So then I'm like, I finally jump out of the bed and I'm like, like I pee everywhere. I mean, like all over the floor.
That was like once, by the way.
Twice, I think.
No, I'm talking about me.
Oh yeah.
Like once, and then I got it. But remember, I was gone. You sent me and you were like, go get a coffee. Yeah, whatever. Right. And I was like, okay. And like, I'm walking back, because I think you kind of started like feeling like not better, but you were like stable, you know, and you're like, no, I'm good. I'm going to take a nap, go get a coffee. And then I'm like on the elevator coming up and you're like, where are you? And I was like, I'm almost here. And he's like, I need you. I don't feel good or something. And I was like, okay, I'm almost to the room. And as soon as I walk in, you're like, I didn't make it. I missed the jug.
I didn't. I was, and it was just, it's hard to explain. I never had this problem or feeling.
But again, like we talked about the strep throat, and Colton has never had a UTI, so he didn't even know. And I was like, it sounds like a UTI, but again, like on steroids. Like, oh my God, it was. It's very, not like a light pain. Again, in agony, like he was in pain. Like I said, I'm pretty private, and so I got to where Courtney would come to the bathroom with me. I peed like a woman sitting down, which is, terrible to admit, but I mean, I'm like it hurt so bad. I felt like I was going to pass out. But they did get me medicine fairly quickly. And, with that, I do, the medicine worked pretty fast. I still think I have the virus. Actually, I'm still on the medication. Yeah. Cause there's not much, they said they can't do much system. For it. Yeah. You just have to wait for your immune system to build back up. And they said, like, with your white counts, that should help too. And we're so sorry if you hear racing cars. They race behind our apartment. Yeah, they love it. Yeah, street racing. Yeah. But that's kind of my hospital experience. I mean, but I was ready to go out of it or get out of the hospital. I needed to get out. I think mentally I was not going to be able to heal physically because mentally it was kind of wearing me down. They wake me. And they were super supportive of that. They weren't trying to kick you out, but they agreed. They were like, we think mentally it's good for you to heal. But I was also scared to leave because it just seemed like everything was happening. Like, yeah, you know what I mean? So, like, he had the infection in his line, which that cleared quickly, but they were on top of it. They had infectious disease, and I'm sure it's just routine. But it is scary when this is our first time doing this, hopefully our last. That was another experience. We won't get it because it's boring, but my central line, or tri catheter, whatever you want to call it, it got a little infection, and they were thinking about pulling it. It made me sick. I ran just a slight fever. It was weird. Like, they're fast. Like, I ran a fever. It went like this. She checked my temperature. The nurse did. I was 100.4 on the dot. I thought we weren't going to get into it then. I thought it was kind of weird, but then Courtney, I said, Courtney, check my temperature. There's no way I have fever. She checked it like 2 minutes later. I was at 98. The other nurse came in, checked it, 98. And I'm like, God, that had to be just something weird. Like a fluke or something. Yeah. And they're like, well, we're just, since it's at 104, we have to go through our process. And they did. And sure enough, I had an infection in my line, and I had like 10, 12 days of antibiotics. But anyway, so I had so much happen in that short amount of time. I lost a lot of weight in that short amount of time. I came into this experience. If you go, maybe we can find like I have a picture of you, like your last day of working out. Yeah. At home. That's a good idea. Yeah. I don't look like, if I take my shirt off, it might freak some folks out. But I was at 195. Coming into transplant, I'm at 175. And I felt like I lost that weight in 14 days. Like, that's it definitely, it's kind of scary, but it is scary, right? Because they'll tell you, like, they're super supportive about all this, but they're super honest as well. Like when the VOD got brought up, it's just a serious condition you can get during this process and kill you. But so anyway, they're just really honest, and they're great. I love it here, but it'll scare you a little bit, But I kind of like, I think back because you said a lot. You're like, they told me this was going to be hard, but they didn't like. I think it's probably pretty standard for people. Obviously, it is like a lot of people get the mucositis. So I think that's a lot of people say they don't, like, that I've talked to that got it. They said they did not get it as bad as me. Okay. But I feel like it's because they kept going, at some point you're going to have something and you'll be in the hospital. Yeah. And I think we were thinking like, oh, you'll be in the hospital for a couple of days. We didn't realize the severity of it. But I almost think like it's probably a nice thing that because I could see why some people would be scared and not move forward. Because we had talked about that. We were like, why would people choose not to when they're told this is the way, like this is how you have to do it? Why would people choose not to do stem cell transplant? And so I could see like how it could definitely scare people if they, and which they did. They gave us a booklet that was very detailed. I don't know. That's something we can talk about though. Yeah.
I didn't know that it was going to be this difficult. I'll be honest. Obviously if I had to do it again, I would. I mean, I'm trying to live, there's nothing that I'm not going to do to beat this. But like you said, I mean, there's nothing that could prepare you, for this.
Yeah.
Because you're talking like some days I can't move because I'm so fatigued. And then it's like, am I fatigued because my blood counts are low? Am I fatigued because of the chemo, or am I fatigued because of the transplant, or all three? And
am I sick? Do I have an infection? There was a lot.
You're like really paranoid, and I don't care about my hair falling out and stuff like that. Like that doesn't bother me. Although I look the part now. Finally, people think, well, they'll know I have cancer.
I know you said there like nothing can compare you or prepare you for this, but like what are things that you did? Do you feel like you had like any sort of rituals to help you prepare?
I'm glad I did
what worked for you.
I'm glad. So when I say nobody can prepare you, I'm saying like you should do the things I'm about to say, but it's still gonna, hit you pretty hard if you go through the same regimen I did. Now, there's lesser regimens that they do.
But I think they use those for like people who are severely sick or older.
Yes. So people who can't handle, the big stuff. So I exercised every day, almost 5 days a week at least, before coming into transplant. Like an hour workout at least. And I tried to eat good, but I also tried to eat like hearty meals, things that I liked. Also, throw some pizza in there. I know that's not the most healthy thing, but I haven't been able to eat those things for a while now. So get that in. But then also you have to mentally prepare. Like I just would sometimes, I pray sometimes, being Christian and whatnot. I would talk to God about it. I'd put some worship music on and just allow that to motivate me and put, just to get my mind right in that situation. I actually made a playlist that I use, and my wife's probably tired of it. I add to it from time to time, but some of it is also. I actually made it for my kids when I was going through induction. It grew, but I was like, I want to be able to give them, not that they care because they're 13 or 14 and 15, but I want to give them some worship music that throughout my life.
I only have two kids. They're 14 and 15.
14 and 15. Yeah, sorry. But I wanted to create a playlist that I call it the playlist that changed my life. So from, really when I got to know God, started living for Jesus, I discovered worship music. And at first, the church we went to, this is off topic, but the church we went to only played like Southern gospel music. So that's what I thought all worship music sounded like. I had no idea. And then I started running into like Kirk Franklin and Sean McDonald and Hillsong. I didn't know. I was like, oh, wait. There's real worship music. Like there's some good music. Anyway, so I wanted to create a playlist, which I think is very important to have something that it just helped me refocus. When I turn it on and feeling bad, I'm like, okay, refocus. Cause this is a very discouraging process. I mean, when I say you get incrementally better every day, it's small things like, ooh, I changed rooms today. Ooh, I got out of the shower without feeling like I was about to die, stuff like that. So
I thought your doctor described it good. Basically like a line graph, right? Isn't that what that's called? And she was like, over the next 100 days and even 6 months, she's like, it's going to increase, but it will drop a little, raise a little, drop a little. She's like, but overall, it will increase, but you'll steadily, you will have drops and increases in each day of how you feel. So you may feel on top of the world tomorrow, and then 2 days later, you may crash out. Yeah. But overall, you're going to start having more good days than bad days, but they don't mean they're your best days.
I agree.
But those are ahead.
I'm
And I'm not tired of your playlist. I love it.
I've added to it, and it's cool because like I've actually shared it with. So
it's very inspirational.
I shared it for my kids, but I shared it. I've also some leukemia friends that I knew are Christians. I shared it with them, and they're a part of the collaboration. So if they think of a song, they can actually add it to the playlist.
That is so sweet.
Yeah.
I didn't know that.
Yeah.
I love it. I've noticed that Colton has lots of medicine to take. He has to take medicine 4 times a day, and it's many pills that have to go down. And I know that's got to be difficult. And at night he turns on his playlist.
Yep.
And then he preps to, and I don't know if that's intentional.
Oh yeah.
But I've noticed that you do it.
Man, it's tough. I mean, when you're nauseous 24/7, and it's not just like I was talking to a girl the other day. If you haven't felt these things, this doesn't mean good. I'm glad. I don't want people to feel these things, but I do wish I could just like touch you and you feel what I feel. And then there would be like a better understanding of what I'm trying to say, you know. The nausea is so like, it's almost annoying. I'm not about to throw up at all, but I feel like that right there. You just feel like I could like maybe throw up, but I'm not going to throw up. There's going to be no relief. And until you get the right medicine combination, or until the chemo side effects pass, that's just what you got to live with. So then they expect you to do that and try to get solid foods down or swallow these massive pills. I mean, I think in one of my pill bottle things, there's probably 12 pills in there, you know, and you do that 4 times a day. You're just like, ugh, you know, it makes you just feel real gaggy. And some foods make you feel real gaggy. And, you know, then my stomach shrank a little bit through that whole not eating process. So now it's like, I can't eat. I'm just like, you know, and I think the doctor said this. I think you just got to find one thing and try to improve on that, and then try to improve on the next thing. You know, Jacob Marsh, buddy of mine, shout out. If he even listens to this, he works on a golf course, and before I came here, he's like, "It's really nice, like nicest golf course in the area." He took me there. We played a little golf, and we come across a spot. There's a brown spot. This is beautiful golf. I've never seen anything like it. But, you know, I'm going to, as soon as we get to the brown spot, I'm going to say something about it. I'm like, what is this, man? What? Look at this. This is, you know, this is an expensive place, blah, blah. He's like, I can't remember how many acres. He says, man, there's 10,000 acres I work on. You got to pick and choose your battle and pick and choose what you can work on and fix now and then come back to this later. So it kind of reminds me of that. Like, okay, let's just try to get a hold. And I noticed the doctors do it. Let's try to get a hold of this nausea. Once we get a hold of the nausea, then we'll worry about your physical fitness, or then we'll worry about your weight and things of that nature. So, yeah, I mean, you can't get in a rush with this thing.
Yeah.
And, you know, everybody's like, you're bored. You're probably bored. And, yeah, I'm bored to a certain extent, but I am so sick that it's easy for me to sit here for a full day, you know.
Yeah, you're exhausted.
I can look at the wall. Courtney cannot look at the wall.
I have been.
Poor girl. She's struggling. She's on the struggle bus, man. She needs.
Well, I think it's because when, like, you know, we go, and I do want to like touch on like transplant day and stuff, day 0.
Yeah.
But I think, you know, we got here, we're moving in, we're getting you prepped, you're doing chemo. Reese got here. I have to handle Reese. Also making sure you're good and everyone's not making you sicky. And so, and then, you know, transplant comes and then they let you go home and then you got to go back and it's go, 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 go. And so I think the reason I've had a hard time.
Oh gosh, she's going to
No, I'm not.
She's going to cry.
The reason I've had a hard time like coming back is because you sit here and there's, all I do is get up and give you medicine or check you or tape you up to get in the shower because you have to tape up his line. Yeah. But I think I just have time to sit here and then
to think, dwelling on it.
And I'm like, PTSD.
It's tough. I mean, I don't know if she didn't want to get into it today, but the caretaking part is that you have to have the right care. And I would say that's crucial, you know, for people, anybody that listens that's going to go through this, or just, and I think it's crucial for people to understand, you know, pray for me, but pray for Courtney. I mean, there's a lot, you know, like I said about the BCAT, I don't ever say it, but like she would be in the bathroom with me while I'm peeing, you know, and screaming basically, like not screaming, but I was definitely not quiet.
Yeah. You were in agony.
She picks me up. She, you know, those close calls with the bottle. I mean, she's right there, maybe going to get peed on, you know. I mean,
it's okay.
But there's a lot, you know. I can't do like for myself some days, you know. And shout out to the caretakers, and you know, you want to wait to get into that? I know we thought,
yeah,
okay,
we'll save that for a different time.
But you know, caretaking is something we'll cover, and it is for anybody, for anything. I would say, don't just pick that casually. You know, a caretaker. I think it has to be someone that loves you for sure, and then someone that you could be a bit vulnerable and exposed with. You know, so because it's a lot of ups and downs.
Yeah, I'm happy to do it. So transplant day.
Yeah, let's get into it.
Day 0. I think we decided we're gonna have a separate episode so you can talk to Reese.
Yeah.
About his side of things, his experience, and maybe even something. Maybe we try to. I don't know if there's a way to set it up with me because I was with him.
Yeah, we might be able to.
But anyways, neither here nor there. I want to talk about transplant day just for us that day while we're all together in the apartment. Yeah, what was just from waking up that day until it happened?
It was so weird because like, I was doing this intense chemo, and I just side effects weren't hitting, you know, which was great. I mean, for me, you know, look at me now, but so I was able to kind of get some rest and mentally prepare myself for anything, you know, for this whole journey, you know. And we were able to settle in this apartment, which was nice. We don't really like to be away from home or whatever we don't like to be away from our stuff.
We still don't like it.
Yeah.
We're tolerating it.
Yeah. But, you know, it is, you know, a lot better. And it allowed us to get food. It allowed me to spend some one-on-one time with Reese.
And I felt like we were like, go, 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 go. And then transplant day came and woke up. And I feel like it was one of the more restful days. Like we pretty much just.
Because we didn't go in till like 5.
Later. Yeah. I couldn't get a room or something. So it kept getting, the time frame kept getting pushed back. It got you in later in the day.
Oh, I was nervous though. I'm going to be honest, because I think we've touched on it. I have platelet reactions bad. Platelets are what helps your blood clot. And I have to supplement them because, well, when your blood counts drop, they go to 0, and then who knows how long it's going to take for things to recover into a normal range. So when you get below 7, they supplement you. For me, they started supplementing me around down below 8, just because, or not. I'm sorry, I said that. That's hemoglobin, by the way. For platelets, it's below 11. So if you go to 10 platelets, not 10, but I think it's like 10,000, whatever that. But 10 is the number we look for.
Okay.
When you get below 11, they supplement you. And I had anaphylactic shock. I've had throat close up. I've had the craziest rash you've ever seen. A lot of it was just the care's fault.
With platelet
transfusions. Right. So when it came time for stem cell, I've never had stem cells. So I'm thinking, you know, they don't give me much pre-treatment. I don't even know if they gave me any.
For the stem cell, honestly, I cannot remember.
I don't think they did.
I'd have to look back at videos. And
so I was like,
my brain's fried.
You know, and it was kind of a long day. You know, everybody, you know, Courtney's getting anxious or angry. And so is Dad. Well, she done got my dad riled up. You know, they're like ready to go storm the hospital.
Like, any minute now. And I'm like, it's 6 hours later.
Yeah, they're like, they're ready to go there with the posse. And, you know.
Well, I just kept thinking, you know, they're like, oh, it's so important to stick to schedule, you know, because it's an outpatient, you know, stem cell transplant. And so I'm like, how are you going to give this man chemo and then tell us to stick to the schedule? And it felt like it was going to roll into the next day.
It did. It was.
And I was freaking out because I was like, what happens if they get off schedule?
Yeah.
Now I'm going to have to be mean up front.
Yeah. And I was starting to get some side effects. They think it was the Zofran I was on causing me headaches.
He had a super high dose of Zofran that he wasn't used to. And he was in so much pain.
I just laid down all day. So it was good for me, to be honest with you. But, yeah, I mean, overall, I was so nervous. because I just didn't want something to happen. And I did look at Courtney a few times. Like I felt my heart rate kind of go up a little bit when they put it in me, and it went through my line. It was very anticlimactic. Maybe it took 15 minutes, 20 minutes.
Yeah, Reese was laying around. He was like,
we did.
Is it over?
Birthday party hats. We did. They sang me happy birthday.
Yeah.
They did
I had to force your dad.
Did a candle and like a Little Debbie snack.
Yeah, it was. You said zebra cakes.
Zebra cake. Yeah. And so, we made a time of it. She got me a happy birthday banner because it's considered my new birthday. And when you think about it, it is. But it was such a if I wouldn't have been surrounded, it could have been an emotional experience for me probably. But
with all the people.
Oh, there's tons of people in there.
Yeah.
Plus my son just being goofy over there, and Courtney's about yelling at him in front of everybody, and then my dad is just an old man.
Reese is over there, with his head on his face smushed, and he's like, "Is it done yet? Did he do it?"
What did he ask for? They asked if we wanted anything to drink.
Who?
Remember the nurse said, "Do y'all want anything to drink?"
Uh-huh.
And Dad said, "Do you have?" Yeah, I'd like to get some.
He was like making an order.
It was a weird drink order. Like it was.
I don't remember what it was, but I was like looking at them. I was like, this ain't the Ritz.
Yeah, it was funny because it was like, oh please, I wish I could remember.
I feel like it was like bottled something, or like, do you have any? I don't remember.
You might as well ask for a beer. That's what it was funny, and they're like, oh, we don't have that. And anyway, they got a Sprite, and it was funny. And Reese was being silly while happy birthday, so she almost choked him out a couple of times.
I don't even remember. I remember, but I really don't.
Yeah, but it was a cool. I mean, the cool thing, you could actually see the stem cells in the line. It was really neat.
Oh, it was so cool.
Cool seeing it go in, and so that was.
I think I was trying to get a picture of him or something.
Oh, was he making funny faces?
And he would not just smile.
No.
And I was like, it's fine. Everything's fine.
That's Reese for you.
I've noticed though, Darren, like something I've learned through this process, I think because it's been, and this isn't me trying to be, it's going to rhyme. It's not me trying to be dramatic. But I think that the whole process has been traumatic.
Well done.
And I've realized, like, because it's been so long of trauma, it's like I realized that I think I may block things out in my brain. Yeah. Like my memory gets really fuzzy.
I can see that. I mean, because it is traumatic. Like this, like it. I just don't. It's a sad thing to say. I just don't remember what it feels like to feel well, and it's just like can be a bit discouraging.
Yeah.
Even when I was working out and stuff at home, I still felt bad.
Yeah.
Not as bad as I do right now, but I still had that going on, and I was still taking chemotherapy, and I'm just ready. Like I'm ready, and I know God's going to bring me through it. I think I've had enough, and I got a calendar thing on my phone, and it counts down how many days till we can go home, and I think we're at like 67, something like that. I'm ready.
Yeah.
I just don't like not being in. Obviously I miss my kids, but it's more than that. It's like Courtney said, I don't like being able to not control my situation.
Right.
Like I'm grateful for all the help we get. They're freaking amazing, but I don't want people doing that for me or have to do it for me. It's that's not what it means to be a grandparent, right? Vicky's doing a great thing by watching her kids, but that's still in grandparenthood from her a little bit. She's having to be a mom and a dad.
She's
she's having to get onto them. We have,
and I know that I have to keep that in mind, that it's not natural, because sometimes I'm like, just go up there and yell at them. But I realize that it's not really natural for her because she is a great nana.
She's great.
And that's not what she's.
She can
stay
like, out of that stuff. Like when we're out and I'm tuning the boys up or whatever, she don't have to say nothing.
Right.
She can just kind of, look around and then be nana again. But now she's having to be mom and dad.
And something I wanted to, because we were talking about like how long it's been since you felt good, and it kind of made me think like, I just realized we talked about it, but I think we kind of forgot. But anyways, so your day 30 landed on your 1 year of diagnosis.
I forgot about that. That was weird.
So your 1 year of being, since you were diagnosed with AML.
Yeah.
Your day 30 from transplant landed on that day. And I think it is crazy to think about, because like I said, my memory gets fuzzy, but there are certain things that like become core memories. Like I'll never forget, and I will never forget your oncologist in Memphis, Dr. Harris. Shout out Dr. Harris.
Yeah.
He's a really good guy.
My boy.
But I remember his face like so vividly, telling us, you were like, how long is this going to be? Worst case scenario. Yeah. And he said, best case scenario, you'll be done in 6 months. Worst case scenario, you finish chemo and you need a stem cell transplant. You're looking at about a year.
He nailed it.
And that is insane to me.
He nailed it.
That is insane to me. And like, there are so many things that he said in the very beginning.
So accurate.
That now we're like, oh my gosh.
Yep. He was good.
It's crazy.
Still good.
It's crazy how smart these doctors are. It is insane.
It is.
How smart you have to be. But like, for them to be so smart and then care
and compassionate
so much, I think that you really can't work in it. And I think that if a doctor works in this, field of, oncology, and you're not compassionate and caring, you're probably not a great doctor.
It's not in the right field.
Yeah.
The stress of cancer does not go away, even though it just, you're looking at death right in the face, and then you know it, and you know that there are so many things that can take my life. It's not just the leukemia. I mean, there's so many things, and there's that balance that I noticed that the doctors will have between encouragement and truth. And the balance, mm-hmm. They're really good about the encouragement while giving you like the truth. Mm-hmm. Actually, I'd like to tell, can't think of his name. Doctor, it's the older.
Kasim?
No, the other one, the man, the first guy.
Jerkins?
Zini?
I don't know.
Anyway, the guy who I met here first, and he would say, he has an accent, so I'm going to say it.
You're talking about your oncologist?
No.
Oh.
So, he come in the room. He said,
I know who you're talking about, but remember, I wasn't there. Okay. Your dad had brought you.
So he come in the room and he was like,
I was with Reese.
He said, hello, Mr. Bell. I said, hey, what's going on? I'm feeling good at this, or decent, at this point. He says, okay, you have a young donor. He has young cells, and we are ready to fight. That's what he did.
He clapped for our listeners.
So I was like, man, maybe that was a fluke, I said, man, that really makes me feel good. I appreciate it. He said, no, he's a young donor. He's ready to fight. Young cells ready to fight. This is science. This is fact, not opinion. This is fact. And I was like, man, I love you. Because he also said that it's potential, because he is my son, less graft versus host disease and things like that. But he did that every time I saw him, every day. Because I go in the clinic every day, and he would, ready to fight.
Yeah.
And so,
and all the nurses loved him. They all got super excited.
Yeah.
They were saying they were excited when he came into the clinic. And I did meet him towards the end, but it was when you were admitted for your mucositis. And by that time, I'm
frazzled.
I'm like this.
Yeah.
Keeping Colton alive, Yeah. I've got bubble wrap around him.
It's bad.
I've got my hands on my hips like, everybody take care of him. Do your job.
I feel like so much has happened
in
this last, 40 days probably we've been here, something like that. It does happen quickly, and it is just a very, I've had a lot of people they're about to go through the process, the TikTok stuff. I know, and if you're listening, go follow us on TikTok, and then share my stuff, because, and this is why I've had so many people reach out to me that are going to go through treatment, that are going through treatment, or just found out they had leukemia, things and I've been able to do what people have been able to do for me, and that's encouraged. And that was why we started all this initially. Like, I wanted the podcast. we're going to talk about other things eventually, but this is where our life is right now.
Yeah.
But
I think it was just a motivation.
Yeah.
You were like, I've always wanted to do this.
I do.
I'm doing it.
I am chatty. So I'm easy, hey, you want to talk? Let's talk, But a lot of people, I have several people in my life right now that have, when I'm not thinking straight, have really helped me. My wife can help me only so much, but she's never done chemo. She's never had a stem cell transplant. She's never had all these symptoms that I'm having, all of her hair fall out, just and some of the social things that come along with having cancer. And so it is nice speaking to someone who has gone through it or is going through it. And so share my stuff. I mean, share this podcast. Share. I'm not doing it to make money.
No, we can't.
We don't. I'm not saying we don't need money, everybody, but we're doing okay. We're making it work. So this is not to get rich. But this is really to reach people and give people hope. And that's the feedback I'm getting from those, for people that you just don't know. And I would just encourage you to do that.
Yeah. Well,
but I want to, before because we probably need to move on and but I would like, today, day 32, I feel probably I'm feeling better than I have in a while. I still get lightheaded when I stand up, when I walk around. I'm still winded. Food is still a bit difficult. I can't eat as much. If you're praying for me, pray that my appetite would skyrocket and that my energy levels would go up, because Thursday they're wanting me to go do physical training. And I'm like, oh my God.
Yeah.
Please, God.
Yeah.
Let me make it through that.
But I keep telling him, I'm like, it's going to be like old man stuff.
Still, it's though, I haven't walked.
He was like, I can't get on a treadmill. I was like, I don't think they're going to make you do that. They're probably going to make you sit in a chair and raise your right leg.
Still, though, I mean, if that's where I'm at, that's difficult for me.
Right. No, definitely. Yeah.
Just I want to do it well and be prepared for, So I don't have any hair. I don't know. My eyelashes are hanging on.
Well, yeah, and you've made it to day 32, so you finished your day 30.
That's a big benchmark.
Anything you?
Biopsy results, preliminary biopsy results came back. They came back. We already told them that, didn't we? We may. If I did, I'm sorry, but those came back clean. No leukemia. No, what do they call it? Blast. But no, like extra blast in my blood. So that's great. That's great. But I hadn't had that for a while, so now they're going to do the other tests. Hopefully, we'll get it back in a week. So be praying for me.
Yeah, and those are like the more detailed. Give us some PCR, other answers and
mutation test, and it's also going to tell me how much of my cells are the donor cells. It needs to be between 95 and 100%. And I'm claiming 100%. So,
ready to fight.
Ready to fight, man. That sounds like a tattoo, isn't it?
And then 2 clappy hands on each side.
Oh man, it's great. I appreciate everybody.
Anything you want to share with someone who may be going through this that are about to start and they're nervous about their first 30 days?
Yeah, it's going to be hard. I mean, it's very hard. Like, this is the hardest thing I've ever done, and by far in my life. Don't be afraid to, you need to prepare, like we said earlier, mentally, physically, and food, nutritionally, I should say. Prepare for that.
Yeah, like looking back, I wish Colton would have probably eaten more.
Yeah, hindsight. That's something I did wrong. But then, find a way what works for you to keep your mindset clear. But also, hey, if you need a good cry during all this, that's okay. Just do it, but don't let it, be done with it after you're done. Because it is just like exhausting. The constantness of the physical side, but then now the mental side, because there's so many dangers with it. But you can do it. You have to do it. Like, this is how you live. And according to them, basically, if you can survive this,
it's your best chance.
It's your best chance of cure. I mean, and don't get on Google unless you can handle, the bad news.
Yeah.
But,
we like knowing the facts too.
Yeah. But Google will bring you down to, I'll even say cancer forums. Stay off those. They're, they don't talk about, there's a lot of bad things like discouraging, because AML is a very deadly disease, and it's very aggressive, so, but just, it's going to be okay. I day 32, I'm feeling like I made my own coffee today. So that
had his first latte since transplant.
Yeah. So that's a win for me. And so, 30 days, you can do anything for 30 days.
So proud of you.
I'm proud of you.
I love you.
I know she don't like me saying it, but I could not have done this without you.
I'm just regular.
No. I mean, it would be, we'll get into it.
No, we won't.
Yes, we will.
We're going to skate over
I love you.
I love you.
You're amazing.
Okay. So, do you feel like you've wrapped up some things, or do you have any other questions you want to go over?
No, I think we kind of went over my first 30 days pretty well.
I think it's good. Yeah. Oh, I need to get you to bed anyways.
Well, let's do Harry Potter first.
Yeah.
But
it's by you. We actually brought our Harry Potter thingamajiggy.
Here we go. I love it.
And I feel like my brain is so fried. I'm definitely.
Well, I put some new questions. Sorry. I put some new questions in there.
Oh, I miss him so much. That's Elijah, by the way, guys. If you didn't know.
Some of these new questions are like extremely difficult.
Oh no!
Like to the point where I'm like, I don't even know. Ask away. You go. Oops.
I don't even know what this is. What mascot do the Bulgarians bring to the Quidditch World Cup? I don't even know what it is. Like, I see the word, but
oh my gosh, hold on. I want to get this because I remember there was some siren girls. Is it a group of women?
I don't know what it is. I don't know what this word is. I don't even know what it means.
What is it?
Vila? Is that how you say it? V-E-E-L-A?
I think it's like some sort of like hot girls basically that can seduce you with something. Like they can.
That's their mascot?
Yeah, it's something like that. Don't at me if I'm wrong, but it's something like that.
Okay. Oh no.
You're not gonna get this.
Oh, you want to put it back?
No,
it's fine.
No, it's not. Like it's not good.
I'm a loser. It's fine.
No, I didn't even know the girl. Why did Hermione miss the lesson on cheering charms?
Cheering?
It's a charm. Why did she miss her charm class?
She was at another class.
No, it's because Draco was mean to her. These new questions are not very good. All right, let's do one more.
Draco was mean to her. Like, that's basically. Like so.
Well, they said it differently.
Generic. Oh, okay.
You asked me another one. I mean, they're hard. Like people you would never guess their name.
So we're failing at Harry Potter trivia.
Yeah, we are.
Who is Nicholas Flamel's wife?
Ooh, hold on. I might get this. Nicholas Flamel. Let's remember Nicholas Flamel. I'm going to say Bellatrix Lestrange. Lestrange? No?
Was Nicholas Flamel's wife?
Okay, can I try again?
What the heck? Do you know who Nicholas Flamel is?
Yeah, he was definitely a
I thought he was a ghost.
No.
I thought it was Nearly Headless
Nick. No.
Oh, I don't know then.
His wife, Nicholas Flamel, had something to do with
I don't know anything about Harry Potter.
The Chamber of Secrets, I think. No. Anyway, who is it? Sucked at that one. Dude, this is trash. All right.
Alex falling asleep.
We're almost done. Ah.
Okay.
Okay, you might can get this. What is the core of Draco Malfoy's wand?
Unicorn. Something. Unicorn hair.
Good job. Oh my god.
I just always was like, that's weird because the unicorns, like, which I know in the, they're different.
Yeah.
Like in the wizarding world, but like my world.
They're like
rainbows.
Yeah.
Rainbows and ponies.
Nice. Yeah.
In that,
yeah.
What's that movie? You're talking about
My Little Pony?
No. We are here. We are here. We are here. Dr. Seuss movie? Horton Hears a Who.
Oh, okay.
And the little, and she's like, my world, everyone's.
No, I don't know what you're talking about.
Poops butterflies. Yeah. Okay.
I remember that.
Oh, I put the same one. Okay, one more and then we're done.
Yeah, regardless.
What is the spell to turn off Loomis? How come you get the... What is the spell to turn off Loomis? It's a quick word.
Lumos. No.
No, not even mama.
No.
No.
I have no idea.
Knox.
You didn't know that?
Yes, I did. I don't know if I could have gotten it right, but I did know it once I saw it.
I'm not happy.
Well, we did it.
Well, Courtney.
Your update.
I'm super, super proud of you.
I'm super proud of you.
I'm super proud of you.
You just wanted to push the clappy thing.
I was looking for it.
Yeah.
Anyway, well, guys, we appreciate it. This is we're going to try to stack up a couple of these so that I can start putting them out again. We have actually...
Yeah. You got a doctor's appointment tomorrow.
2 or 3 guests coming up that have wild stories. So this will be exciting.
Mm-hmm.
So we'll be, we'll be here. Appreciate y'all. Love you.
Bye.